welcome to Dodles Live. My name is Claudia, and if you have not joined us before, we go live on Instagram Monday through Friday and give you guys a first look at the new app called Dodles. Dodles is an all-new animation app that makes it fast, fun, and easy for you to draw, animate, and share what you create with your friends. In the Instagram story, I asked you guys which of the two popular classic comic book strips, like on Saturdays, that you liked the best. I asked you between like Calvin and Hobbes versus Garfield, and almost 60% of you said Garfield is the one that you like better. I was just kind of in like that kind of comic-y mood, so I decided to start making a Garfield animation, and I will show you guys what I am working on for that. And if you have any questions during the live stream, Callie's on camera, so Callie or myself would love to be able to answer those questions for you. And if you are currently making your own Dodles animations, be sure to use the hashtag Dodles, and we will share them on our Instagram story so other people can see the really cool animations that you guys are making with our app. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, this is what I have so far. We have Garfield and a pan of lasagna. Who doesn't love some lasagna? Honestly, Callie and I have been really into like pasta lately, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with us. But what I'm gonna do is have the lasagna at the like 1 second mark as I'm gonna drill in, and let's see if it'll stay clicked on that. Yeah, well, awesome. So it's clicked on that item, and I'm gonna animate it, and I'm gonna move it so that it goes right into Garfield's mouth. And I think that's gonna be a little bit higher than I wanted to, but we'll play it, and oh, yep, it's way too high. He devoured it. So I want you guys to be able to see it a little bit, so we're just gonna delete that, go in and do it again. So we click on the hand. We're gonna click where in the timeline we want that to do. We drill in, we select the piece of lasagna, we go out of the stack up here, and we're gonna click the lightning bolt and click move, and we're gonna have that stay down here. So let's see if that one turns out the way we wanted it to. It still goes up pretty high. I am not sure what's going on there. So what I think I'm gonna do to adjust that is that I am going to drill into this item. It's the hand and the lasagna attached, and I'm just gonna move it down. Actually, we need to go out of the animating and just drill right into this, and we're gonna move this down. So when we push play, it should, in theory, oh yes. Look at that cheese, that's pretty good.
Love that.
That's pretty good. So and then I'm gonna have the lasagna disappear. And then the other little detail I was gonna do is just have his tail rotate a little bit. So I might be nitpicky and try to fix the lasagna a little bit more so that it goes a little bit lower in the mouth. But for right now, that's just a minor detail. So I'm gonna click on, I'm gonna peel this back. I'm gonna click on, and you guys can see that I had a top layer where the mouth is just drawing. It's just a drawing, and then we have that separate from the body. Click on his tail. We're gonna click on rotate. And then we're going to adjust that rotation point so it rotates from right in there. Now when we push play, his tail's just wagging over in the corner. He's eating his lasagna. Life is good for Mr. Garfield. So, yeah, we'll peel back that, play this so far. And as always, you can go back in and add a little bit more detail if you'd like. So I can add a background. It might be really cool to have him sitting on like a tile floor, and you guys can see that this was the picture I based it on, but he was eating cheese.
Oh my God.
Or buns or something.
Cheesy buns.
Yeah. Why not? Best of both worlds. But I wanted him to be eating lasagna because I feel like that's like the classic Garfield thing. So that's what I made him look like. And then I might have him sitting on like a hardwood floor, or not a hardwood, like a tile floor. So we have a black tile pop up. Oh, no. Okay. We want that square, and then we want to manipulate that. But actually, I think just for time's sake, what I'll do is I'll make him sitting on like a linoleum really light creamy colored floor and just adjust that so it's basically the size of the square. It's gonna be way bigger than we need it to be, but that's okay. So we're just gonna put that and send that to the bottom. So it looks like he's sitting on the floor. And then for the background, I feel like the comics are always have like this bluish gray, like wall background. So I'm gonna go to this like teal blue. I'm gonna go in and try to get it to be that tealy, bluey color. It's kind of like a steel gray, if you will. Like that. And then I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger and adjust that. Ooh, yippee-ki-yay. It's a little wild right now. And send that all the way to the bottom. Okay, so, and we could always add stripes, details to the flooring that he's sitting on. But if we push play, yeah, I love that. And I could always add like a text bubble that says, things like that. Things that I'm planning on going back and fixing. I'm gonna add a little bit more to his roundness right here because you can see when his arm animates that there's a little gap. And I'm also gonna try to fix that lasagna so that it goes down a little bit further. And if you guys are watching this app and you wanna make your own animation, you can go to the link in our profile, fill out those 5 easy questions, and then within about 48 hours, you'll receive an email that gets you access to the app in beta, and you can start making your own animations. If you wanna make a Garfield one, you wanna make a Calvin and Hobbes, you wanna make anything, or everything and anything, it's totally possible within Dodls as far as 2D animation. And you guys know that we have our photo import. That's how I imported the picture of Garfield to begin with, that kind of inspiration photo. But I really like mine a lot better because I feel like it's more him and my understanding of him. So we have photo import. You guys know a lot about all of our newer features. And you can also share your animation when you're done with it by swiping up our bottom menu. This was just here. Just use those 3 dots and drag that up. Then you click on the little paper airplane and it'll ask to share your dodl. You can share it as a video or as a GIF. I usually share it as a video so I can upload it to Instagram or Facebook, but then you can click that, click share. It'll start to render. I'm not gonna save it right now, but after that you can just save it to your camera roll and you are all set to go. So yeah, the things I'm just gonna add is having that lasagna disappear, adding a little bit to his belly, and then also trying to get the lasagna to go a little lower. So that's all I have for animation right now. Do you guys have any questions about what I've been doing right now?
They're loving it.
They're loving it? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it, guys. And you could always add like steam in the background. You could add like an oven to add to the scenery. Or I think his owner's name is John, isn't it?
Yep.
Add John's head in the background, like he peeks in and he's like,
is it Otis?
Yeah,
the dog.
The dog.
So cute.
Oh my, or Odie.
Odie.
Odie
Yes,
could like
yes.
bring his head in and like drag the lasagna away. Like there's so many things that you could do to create like a storytelling aspect within the app. So make sure that you guys are exploring that, having a lot of fun with it because it's really easy. It's pretty quick. Honestly, this whole thing took me probably like an hour. And if you were going to use other software to create an animation, it would take a lot longer and it would be harder to do on your phone. So definitely check out our app, you guys. So that is all that I have for you guys today. As a reminder, we do have other social media platforms. So if you are on Facebook, search Dodls Community in the search bar, put in a request to join us. It's a place for artists and creatives to share what they've been working on, share their social platforms, and share the Dodls that they are currently making. We also have a YouTube channel. So search Dodls. You can search it with the word how to or animating, and our video should come up. Be sure to like and subscribe. We post these live streams on YouTube pretty frequently, so if there was one tutorial that you really liked or something you wanted to learn, you can go back and watch those. We also have our tutorials on how to use the app, things like layering, objects, shapes, brushes, all that good stuff. If you have any questions at all, you can find those tutorials on our YouTube channel as well. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for joining our live stream today. You've been great. I'm glad you really liked our Garfield inspired animation. Be sure to check out our Instagram story and every morning and see if there's a poll, and be sure to join us again tomorrow afternoon for another live stream. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.